so this is section 2.3, and we're going to do angles of a triangle. We're going to some relationships that we have for those. So what I have right here going on is I have a triangle that I created. It's kind of hard to see because it's still white. But I have 3 angles marked. Okay? And down here I have a straight line and a center point right there. And I'm going to show you the relationship between the 3 angles of a triangle if you've never seen this before. And in doing so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear off these angles so I can manipulate them a little bit easier. So I have these 3 angles right here, and I want you to see how they are all related. And in doing so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line these things up so that each of the vertices that they were there is on that dot. So I'm going to line everything up. The order in which you put these in there does not matter. And what you will notice as I put all 3 of them in there is that they all form, add together, and equal 180 degrees. Okay? And so that gives us our first angle relationship in a triangle. The first relationship in the triangle is that all 3 angles of a triangle must add up to equal 180 degrees. And that is the first one that we have right here. The triangle angle sum theorem. The sum of the measures of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay? This is an important one for your future use. Make sure that you understand and remember this one. And so then I have an example for it that I created for this problem. So here is a triangle. In fact, we're going to split it so that I have 2 triangles. This angle is 77 degrees. I don't know this angle. This is 96 degrees. This is 35 degrees. And this angle is x. So I want you to find x and y. All right, let's find those values. So what do I know? I have this triangle right here. I have this triangle right here. I also have this relationship right here because these are a linear pair. I also know that these 2 angles must be supplementary. So I can actually find this angle first if I wanted to. Let's go ahead and do so. We'll call this angle Z. So I know that Z plus 96 is 180. And so then Z must be equal to what? So you take the 180 and you subtract 96. And you're going to get 84. So I now know that this angle right here is 84. Because these 3 angles must add up to be 180, I know that x plus 96 plus 35 equals 180. And so then I can subtract these from 180 and get x equals. And so x must be 49 degrees. And because we found 84 already, I can do the same thing there. So y plus 77 plus 84 is 180, and then I can find y accordingly. And I get 19. And that's how you can use some of the angles of a triangle. There's other ways to do those problems, but that's just one way that I have. Okay. The next thing is this one right here. Triangle exterior angle theorem. What does this say? Well, take a side of a triangle and extend it. You're going to create an angle out here called the exterior angle of this triangle. Okay? And you can do that from any side, any angle. The measurement of that angle is the sum of the 2 remote interior. Okay? And you stop and think about it, that makes sense. This angle and this angle are supplementary. So they add to 180. These two angles, plus this one, add up to 180. So these two sums must equal that one right there. Okay? That's a useful angle there also. Let's look at an example. So if I have a triangle, this angle is 57, this angle is 54, and this is x, what does this angle out here have to be? Well, very simply put, it has to be 54 plus 57. So adding those up, I know that x is 111 degrees. Very simple. So this lesson is all about doing that. Here's another example I'm going to do for you. Just making it up real quick. So if I tell you that this is x plus 48, and this is 80, and this over here is x plus 68, what does x have to be? So using our sum of the angles of a triangle, I know that x plus 48 plus 80 plus x plus 68 is 180. So you start combining like terms and moving things around and see what we come up with. So I have a 2x and then add all these up. This is going to be interesting. I pulled this off of a good worksheet, and it's kind of interesting to me. 196. I don't know if that's going to work. I think we're going to get a negative x value here. Okay, let's see what we come up with. So solving this out, I'll get 2x equals a negative 16. Dividing by 2, x is going to be a negative 8. And so the question I had over here, this was angle A, is find the measure of angle A. So if x is negative 8, then the measure of angle A is a negative 8 plus 48, which is 40 degrees. And that's the way you can do one of those problems. You do more of these problems together in class, and so if you have any questions, make sure you ask.